Have you ever found yourself in the same frustrating arguments with a partner, wondering, why does this keep happening? Do your relationships leave you feeling insecure, anxious, or emotionally drained? You're not alone.
Many of us carry invisible wounds from our childhoods that shape our adult relationships. These wounds, often rooted in early attachment experiences, can lead to unhealthy patterns and toxic dynamics.
Understanding how our past influences our present is the first step towards building healthier, more fulfilling relationships. By exploring the profound impact of early childhood experiences on our attachment styles, we can begin to heal old wounds and create more secure and loving bonds.
Let's embark on this journey of self-discovery together. It's time to break free from toxic patterns and cultivate the love we truly deserve.
Our early relationships, especially with our primary caregivers, lay the foundation for how we connect with others throughout our lives. This foundation is what we call attachment.
Attachment theory, developed by John Bowlby and Mary Ainsworth, explains the deep-seated need for emotional connection that is hardwired into our biology. As infants, we instinctively seek proximity to caregivers for safety, comfort, and emotional regulation.
The way our caregivers respond to our needs, both physically and emotionally, shapes our internal working model of relationships. This model becomes the blueprint for how we approach intimacy, trust, and vulnerability in all our relationships.
When our needs are consistently met with love and responsiveness, we develop a secure attachment style. However, when these needs are inconsistently met or neglected, we may develop insecure attachment styles that can manifest in various ways.
Understanding these attachment styles is key to unlocking the mysteries of our adult relationships. Let's delve into the 4 main attachment styles and see if you recognize yourself or your partners in these descriptions.
There are 4 primary attachment styles.
Secure attachment. Individuals with a secure attachment style feel comfortable with intimacy and interdependence. They trust their partners, communicate openly, and seek support when needed. They are also able to offer support and comfort to their loved ones.
Anxious, preoccupied attachment. People with this style crave closeness and often worry about their partner's love and availability. They may be prone to jealousy, insecurity, and a need for constant reassurance.
Dismissive avoidant attachment. Individuals with this style prioritize independence and self-reliance. They may appear emotionally distant, uncomfortable with vulnerability, and dismissive of their partner's needs for closeness.
Fearful avoidant attachment. This style combines a desire for connection with a fear of intimacy. Individuals may exhibit a push and pull dynamic in relationships, wanting closeness but fearing rejection or engulfment.
It's important to note that these styles are not fixed or absolute. We can experience variations within these styles, and our attachment patterns can evolve with self-awareness and conscious effort.
Now, let's explore how early childhood experiences, particularly those involving trauma, can shape these attachment styles and contribute to toxic relationship patterns. Trauma, in the context of attachment, refers to any experience that overwhelms a child's ability to cope and threatens their sense of safety and security. This could include physical, emotional, or sexual abuse, neglect, witnessing domestic violence, parental substance abuse, or growing up with a caregiver struggling with mental illness.
When a child experiences trauma, it can disrupt their developing sense of self and their ability to form healthy attachments. They may learn to suppress their needs, distrust others, or become overly dependent to avoid further pain and rejection.
These adaptations, while necessary for survival in childhood, can become maladaptive patterns in adult relationships. For example, a child who experienced neglect may grow up to be anxiously attached, constantly seeking validation and reassurance from their partner.
On the other hand, A child who witnessed domestic violence might develop a dismissive avoidant attachment style, equating intimacy with conflict and emotional turmoil.
These early experiences can create a cycle of toxic relationships as individuals unconsciously recreate familiar dynamics in an attempt to heal their unresolved childhood wounds.
All right, so let's imagine two individuals, Sarah and David, both carrying the weight of insecure attachment styles from their childhoods.
Sarah, with an anxious attachment style, constantly seeks reassurance from David, often questioning his love and commitment.
And David, on the other hand, has a dismissive avoidant attachment style. He tends to pull away from Sarah's emotional needs, seeing them as, well, clingy and suffocating.
This dynamic creates a vicious cycle. Sarah's anxiety triggers David's need for distance, which in turn fuels her insecurities.
Yeah, they end up locked in this dance of pursuit and withdrawal, each reacting to the other's behavior through the lens of their own unresolved attachment wounds.
This is honestly just one example of how attachment styles can play out in real-life relationships.
And it's so important to remember that these patterns aren't about pointing fingers or placing blame. They're about understanding the deeper mechanisms driving our behavior.
Recognizing these patterns within ourselves and our partners is the very first step towards breaking free from those toxic cycles and ultimately building healthier, more fulfilling relationships. Healing our attachment wounds is an ongoing journey of self-awareness, compassion, and conscious effort. It requires us to acknowledge our past experiences, understand how they have shaped our present, and actively choose to create new, healthier patterns in our relationships.
This process begins with self-reflection. Take some time to explore your own attachment style. What are your fears and insecurities in relationships? What triggers your emotional reactions? How do you tend to behave when you feel threatened or disconnected from your partner?
Once you have a better understanding of your own attachment patterns, you can start to identify how they might be playing out in your current relationships.
Are you constantly seeking reassurance or withdrawing emotionally? Are you quick to judge or criticize your partner? Do you struggle to communicate your needs effectively?
By shining a light on these unconscious patterns, we can begin to make conscious choices that foster connection, trust, and emotional intimacy. Here are some practical steps you can take to start healing your attachment wounds and creating healthier relationship patterns.
Seek professional help. A therapist specializing in attachment-based therapy can provide a safe and supportive space to explore your past experiences, understand your attachment style, and develop healthier coping mechanisms.
Practice self-compassion. Be kind and understanding with yourself as you navigate this journey. Healing takes time and effort.
Learn to communicate your needs effectively. Express your emotions and needs clearly and respectfully, without blaming or accusing your partner.
Practice active listening. Pay attention to your partner's perspective and try to understand their emotional experience.
Set healthy boundaries. Communicate your limits and expectations clearly and respectfully.
Cultivate self-soothing techniques. Engage in activities that help you regulate your emotions and manage stress, such as meditation, yoga, or spending time in nature.
Remember, healing is not about perfection, but about progress. Every small step you take towards self-awareness and healthier relating is a victory worth celebrating.
You have the power to rewrite your relationship script and create a love story that is both secure and fulfilling. One of the most important messages I want to leave you with is this. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of connection. You are worthy of a relationship where you feel seen, heard, and cherished for who you truly are.
Don't let the wounds of the past dictate the course of your future. You have the power to heal, to grow, and to create a love story that is uniquely yours.
Embrace the journey of self-discovery. Embrace the vulnerability of letting someone truly see you. Embrace the beauty of building a relationship based on trust, respect, and genuine emotional connection.
You deserve nothing less.
The journey to secure attachment is a process, not a destination. It's about learning to show up for yourself and your partners with compassion, understanding, and a willingness to grow.
It's about breaking free from the shackles of the past and creating a future filled with love, connection, and emotional fulfillment.
Remember, you are not alone on this journey. With each step you take towards healing and self-awareness, you move closer to experiencing the secure and loving relationships you deserve.